Good morning, and welcome to another First Five. Today we find ourselves in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 18, where Jesus is asked a very specific question by his disciples, and he gives a very odd answer, or at least an unexpected answer, as Jesus often does. So in Matthew chapter 18, it says this, starting in verse 1. It says, "At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, 'Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?' He called a little child and had him stand among them. And he said, 'I tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me. But if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. Woe to the world because of the things that cause people to sin. Such things must come, but woe to the man through whom they come. If your hand or your foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life maimed or crippled than to have 2 hands or 2 feet and be thrown into eternal fire. And if your eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter life with 1 eye than to have 2 eyes and be thrown into the fire of hell.'" This question gets dark really rapidly, but not before it kind of has a lighthearted answer. I kind of imagine that Jesus heard the question, might have rolled his eyes a little bit, thought, "This is silly. I thought my disciples were better than trying to just be the best, but I will answer their question." And he answers it with saying, "You must change and become like a little child." What exactly is he saying about becoming like a little child? Well, think about the children you know. Children have great imaginations. They're more forgiving often. They're gracious. They're enjoyable to be around often. Some of you are thinking, Chase doesn't know kids. But have you been around kids? They know joy unlike a lot of us. They know how to have fun. They see the world through much simpler lenses. They ask questions that are deep, simple, and meaningful. They believe in things just because they're told to believe in things. They don't have to see it. They just believe in things. And I think this is what Jesus is getting at when he says, be like these little children. In another way, he might say, simplify your mind and just believe in the greatness that is me, that is God, that is what you believe in. Be like little children. Because these little children are also impressionable. So once you grow up in the faith and you become more mature in Christianity, if you ever come out of that faith, then what you better not do is go to someone who believes down to their core because they've become like little children. Do not cause them to sin. You couldn't do anything worse than to cause these little ones to sin. Why? Because they had it and you could cause them to lose it. So the challenge for us today is to become like kids in a couple of just very simple ways. But the main way is to have faith simply because we believe it. We can choose to believe in Jesus. We can choose to believe in what he says. We can choose these things. And little children, they're told Jesus is real, and they can just believe that to their core. So today, my prayer for you and for me and for all people who follow Jesus is that we can become like kids in the sense that we don't have to unexplain Jesus. We can just believe him to our core so much that it shapes us and it humbles us, and we can become those who are so close with Jesus because it doesn't matter that the world is going to try to explain him away from us. We believe it purely because we can and because we know it's true. I hope you have a great day, and we'll see you later for another First Five.